offer much of a fight.
Gomes dishes to Gasol. Gomes misses. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
Different look here. Biyombo is checked in for Horford. Laverne comes in for Paul Millsap. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Hill. Freak comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ellis.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Dishes at the tee. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Laverne. No good on the 3. Chicago has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Gomes with the bucket. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The feed to Biyombo. Here's the screen. Korver attacking, and it's blocked by Mirotic. And they get it back. Evans kicks to Gomes. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Teague. The Hawks again can't.
Let's keep it going.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Bulls leading by 4. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now Doris Burke with this update on Pau Gasol. Take it away, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. This would be a terrible loss for his team if he were to miss this time, as they are gearing up for the last leg of the season. Just when you don't want injuries, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best, as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Teague and Korver are the guards. Laverne is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Biyombo at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Paul Millsap.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Rose attacking, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Al Horford, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And it's Muhammad in for Laverne. And Chicago also making a switch. Pau Gasol's checked in for Portis. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Gomes passes to Butler. That's good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Atlanta has possession. 8-point game. T kicks to Horford. 18 feet out. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And a wide open look for Freak. Muhammad grabs the board. Atlanta's shooting here about 46% for the game. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Rose. Finished off the break. Rose has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Muhammad. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Gasol, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Shooting for Atlanta. Pau Gasol taking 2 shots. Under 6.
Free throw drops for Gasol. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Hawks. And the Bulls making a change also. Evans, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. The Hawks trail by 12. Schroeder with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Schroeder kicks to Muhammad. Gasol against Millsap. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a performance from Millsap here. He has 20 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Butler dishes to Gomes. Rejected by Millsap. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Picked by Horford. Schroeder passes to Horford. And that one is hammered home.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Right, just with the top ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Here's Gomes. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Evans on the wing. Down low. Gomes misses.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Butler with the steal. Goes up. And Freak throws it down hard.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
A 3 ball. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
For 3.
Evans has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Unloads. That one wide left.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
2 minutes.
Feeds to Gasol. Can't hit from in close.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Schroeder with the ball. Out defended by Freak. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Schroeder.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Here is Gomes. Pass to Butler. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Schroeder. Outside Korver. He's looking for Horford and finds him. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Schroeder kicks to Muhammad. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
The Bulls leading by 9. And Freak throws it down hard.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Chicago.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They sure did, Kevin. They shot much better, and that improved their confidence as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots, and that's just what they did.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass.
He was
It's
extremely
open.
efficient
Take it.
offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. There's the dish to McRoberts. Ice ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Here's Gomes. Rebound, Atlanta.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
First free throw is good, and that turns the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. You can't allow that to happen.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Teague drives in. Corver. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
At the line for the Hawks.
Both free throws good from Corver.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
To the right side. Teague for 3. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got another great win, and the way we've been playing lately it's been, I think it's just been great, and we just got to keep the momentum going.
Wins help the confidence.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up, and tonight that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself